Hey there. So today we have a little Darwin's Rants, and I almost squeezed this into a Darwin's Rants video about like my job update and stuff, and like how depressing things are like in life and stuff. I was like, let's just like keep that separate. So let's talk about meal prep. So we got the Costco membership. Well, you got Costco, Sam's Club, whatever. Even if you don't have one of those, the chickens are not gonna be as big, but you can get like from Publix, Whole Foods, whatever your local supermarket is. All right. So. Did not take me much time. I mean, like, I don't know about you guys. How much time does it take to freaking make a pot of rice? Definitely buy a rice cooker. I'm Chinese. I don't know how you guys do with the boil, the water, and you got to watch it. I never made great. It's fail safe. Fail safe, right? Yeah. As long as you just add rice and the right amount of water, you click it. Even if you leave it there too long, it just clicks onto. By the way, how a rice cooker works is that like you can never overboil rice, basically. Yeah, pretty much. There's a trigger where like if you hit the boiling temperature, it'll keep it. But then once you hit past that, because like you're no longer cooking the rice, it'll just stop, and it's just a keep warm section. So like you literally can turn it on. Well, I wouldn't say leave your house, but like turn on, forget about it for like an hour. The rice will be done, and it'll just sit there, and you'll be fine. Versus a pot, you can't do that. You're constantly looking at the rice, what's going on. So the move is buy rotisserie chicken. Oh man. Those things are insane. I think I did the weight for them, $5. I think you're getting anywhere from I can do the math in your head right now. 7, 3. I think I counted anywhere about like somewhere like 2.5 to 3 pounds of meat for $5. Yeah, I don't know about you, but that's like $1.50 something a pound of meat. You literally could not buy chicken. One day I thought I'd be slick. I was like, oh, screw the $5 chicken. I'm just gonna buy chicken and roast it. It's a much smaller chicken, and you gotta cook and turn on the oven and like season all the shit. Forget about it. I'm not even doing any of that. So you could buy $5 chicken. So I'm gonna show you one of my examples. So that's a little bit of rice, right? That's the chicken. I do about a third pound. Third pound chicken is a good amount of protein. And then you buy these fancy vegetables. Oh shoot, I have to show you guys fancy vegetables. Dude, yeah, I did a gajillion meal preps. This stuff's fire. You can buy whatever variation you want. This is at Costco. Fire roasted primavera, bell pepper, zucchini, yellow squash, red onion, broccoli, and it's seasoned. It's pre-seasoned. It's like roasted too, so it's like burnt marks to it. Yeah, you can see. What I'm showing you, dumbass. You can see there's like little roasted parts to it. It's already pre-seasoned. Like, it's one thing. Like I used to when I was like healthier and thin and had a six-pack, I'd buy like the mixed vegetable thing you get at the supermarket, where it's literally just like corn, carrots, green beans, and it's like no flavor to it. These are better vegetables. This bag, I believe, costs, it's not cheap, 12 or 15 bucks. But I just used it. I want to say I used over half for 7 servings. So yeah, I made 7 of these. Okay, so let's just break down the price, right? So I made 7 of these, plus I fed the kids chicken for dinner. So that's another meal I could have made. So I really could have made 8. $5. That's like $5. It's 40 cents, right? That's how math works. Yeah, 40 cents. 40 cents of protein. The rice costs $0. I don't care rice costs $0 cents. This costs. This is probably the most expensive thing, honestly, probably about it. Let's say it costs $1, right? I didn't have to. By the way, the amount of work to buy full heads of broccoli, squash, zucchinis, onion peppers, roast them, put them in the oven. Like I ain't got time like that. I mean, I could. I do have time like that, but like time, like I have other things to do, like work, kids, laundry, right? Like. So that's my luxury of this meal. This meal probably costs, I would argue, $1.50. This stuff, all right, so fine. Let's upgrade with the condiments. It's a $2 meal. Cool. I'll take that every day. Versus eating out, forget about it. You want to eat out? Lunch, $15, $20, tip. $2 right here. And it's healthy too, because I'm trying to lose some weight. And then, so the big thing you got to do is you got to condom this guy up. So the few things I recommend would be you have to buy something like this stuff at Costco is pretty cheap. It's very expensive to store. You can make your own, but it's like a banchan. It's not banchan, bachans. It's like a teriyaki sauce. I like it. It's sweet, savory, not that sweet. Definitely not that sweet. So that definitely goes on there. You want to mess around, you get some like honey on there. You definitely need a hot sauce. So the cool thing is this meal sort of like runs around. You could do sambal, chili crisp. Every day I'm like, I'm in the mood for that one. I'm in the mood for this one. So you mess around. Obviously, you can see this meal doesn't have that much fat to it. Nothing wrong with fat, just flavor, right? So a little bit of like aromatic sesame oil. Put that in afterwards, right? You heat this guy up and put these stuff afterwards, so it's like nice and fresh. You don't want to cook. Sesame oil is aromatic. It's like a finishing olive oil, right? Like the fancy stuff that you don't want to really use to cook with. It's meant for aromatics, and it makes it like a little savor, oily and tasty. So bada bing, and then that's the big one. You gotta get toasted sesame seeds. This thing is like $3. I've been using this for like, I want to say I bought it like almost a year ago. It's toasted sesame seeds, a little bit of that texture, Boom. $2 meal. Boom. Healthy. Gotta do this meal prep. And that's from one roasted chicken. And guess what you do with that roasted chicken? You save the carcass. So what I do is just like I take it home. The kids like watch TV or something. I'm like I'm cooking rice and stuff. You let it cool down a little bit. You pull all the bones away. So the bones are now in my freezer. You get bones. You do carcasses of the massive chicken. I save like 3, 4, 5. Boom, into the pot. Carrots. You make a stock. Now I got a bunch of stock in my freezer. Forget about it. I want to make chicken noodle soup. Got you. I want to make a ramen. A bunch of ramen in my pantry. You want to make a nice noodle soup instead of like plain water? Forget about it. It's so tasty. That much. And then all these bones have little bits of chicken in there. So like, a little bit of that. And then like, it's so unctuous. I honestly made I had 5 carcasses. So I had to bring out the homebrew kit with a 10-gallon pot because I don't have a pot that big. And I honestly made a stock concentrate. I actually have to water it down because it literally, if it cools down in the fridge, it gelatinizes. That's perfect because I don't have freezer space like that to like keep 10 gallons of stock in the fridge. I probably lower it down to like 3-ish gallons. Bang. And so now you have this concentrate and you can reconstitute it out of the freezer and do whatever you want with it. So now you're getting, now the chicken is actually worth more value because the chicken is not only like 40 cents on this meal, but now I'm getting like multiple meals out of it where I don't have to buy chicken stock. I can make, again, chicken noodle soup. Ramen's an easy one. I'm trying to think about you guys post comments below what we can do with chicken stock or concentrated. It's chicken stock, but it's just super concentrated and just add water to it, season it to appropriate character. But you just buy dumb condiments and man, I'm telling you, tasty. The vegetables were a game changer because I will say I was doing this kind of meal for my entire life and it's really bland. Having these fire roasted vegetables that, again, that's the most expensive thing about this thing. But again, to pick through vegetables and chop them up and season them and roast them up. What would I do? I'd have to like portion them, cut them up the right size to roast them, season them, turn on the oven, portion them. Because like, this just sits in my freezer. I don't have to worry about it. Easy peasy. Get healthy, get cheap. Those chickens are a cheat code, dude. I'm telling you. I think one day I might have pulled the entire chicken apart. Just the meat itself was like 3 pounds. I want to say it was like 3 pounds. At worst, math-wise, I did this. At worst, 2.5 pounds. 2.5, 50 cents a pound. Yeah, 50 cents a portion, right? At worst. Fully cooked. Again, like, think about the time. Again, go ahead. Go buy a full chicken and try to turn on your oven, season it, and try to make it decent. But you also don't have rotisserie. You also maybe don't have the skills to butterfly it, to roast it correctly. Because if you just throw a chicken in the oven, it's gonna like. There are issues with making chicken where like certain parts don't cook all the way, dry out, and there's ways to like truss it and spatchcock and all these other things. Forget about it. We're not doing that. So, meal prep. Cheers. Later.